चलो चलो sir. So again, very good afternoon to everybody. I hope you guys can see me, hear me clearly. I'm audible, visible to everyone, right? So just a quick bit. Let me just turn on my second device so that I can see your comments vagera as well, right? Just give me one moment. Just give me one moment because it's getting parallel streamed, so I need to set up both the devices. Just a second. Chalo, I can see all. Sai, very good afternoon from YouTube, and here you can see Harshita, Ankita, Gangoni, Madhuri, Sagar, Abhinay, and so many. Okay. Telegram, yes, I'll give you links to everything. Don't worry. This is just the first class for those who are asking. Just the first class. This is a huge journey ahead. Okay. So don't worry. I'll talk about many things as well. I'll talk about many things as well today. Apart from only the studies, apart from only what the topics, what we are going to do, what we're going to learn, apart from that, first 5-10 minutes, let's understand what we need to do, because as this is the first class, and like this is the subject which has hands down by far the biggest syllabus. Okay, mathematics, quant, whatever you want to call it. And you guys are going for 2026 exam, right? This is the foundation batch for this. And again, I can promise this is the most comprehensive foundation batch. Generally, I take, so here only I'll take more than 100 sessions. So this is just the first session of that 100 plus sessions. So again, this is a long journey, huge journey. So kindly request, sir, please keep the mic. Voice has no clarity. 1 second. Book list, yeah, definitely. I'll. Uh, 1 second. That should not be the case. That should not be the case. Again, I can increase the volume, but that's the max. This should be clear. This should be clear because this is a very expensive mic. It should be clear. Yes, I can see the audio levels. It is absolutely what it should be. It is absolutely what it should be. Brother or sister, I don't know. Shanik, right? It's a voice. Yeah, so I'll request you, can use a earphone if possible, because I don't think there is an issue, honestly speaking, because this is a very expensive mic. Okay, you'll see most of the YouTubers also use this mic. If you see, right? Okay, perfect. I've just turned up the gain to the max, so it should kind of give you the clarity. Now, having said that, 2026 exam. So again, just we have done away with the tier 1 of 2025 exam. So we have a time, we have a lot of time. But let me say this upfront. First things first. What do you need to like cover your math section? Please understand, first thing that you need is your learning. You need to learn the things properly. And here I have a rule, or I have some principles of my own. We will only learn those shortcuts of which we know the basics. If someone asks why is it so, you should be able to answer that why. Meaning, now what I'm saying, please let me just break it down, because there is a big thing about shortcuts, big hawa. Okay, so shortcuts. Let me just say this upfront only, because if I don't clear it for on the day one, on day one itself, what will happen? Everybody, you will see thousands and thousands of students. If you talk to them, they will say, every year I clear tier 1, but when it comes down to tier 2, I don't clear it. I don't know what happens to me, but again, I can't clear it here. I can't clear tier 2. Why? Because they have some deficiencies in this learning section. Because tier 1, you will get like questions which are very like kind of like you get those questions every year. So with a little bit of practice, and if you are preparing for a certain number of years, what happens? You get used to those questions. But at the end of the day, please understand, you need clarity for tier 2. And if you are living with this conception, ki sir, I will first like prepare for tier 1, then once my tier 1 is done, then I will start focusing on tier 2. That does not happen. So from day 1 itself, you need to prepare for tier 1 as well as tier 2. And this course is designed like that only. At least my parts, I'll start from absolute basic, from zero. I'll assume that you guys don't know anything. Okay, so that might be a little boring in the beginning for many of you, especially those who know a little bit. So first 15-20 minutes of the classes might seem a little boring to you, because sir, you are explaining some the things that we already know. But again, that is, so from zero I'll start, but again I will end till I will do everything till tier 2 level. Everything. Okay. Harshita, no, it's not that good. It's not that good. Okay. So tier 1, tier 2, both of these things we must do simultaneously. So these are few things that you need to know, that you need to get into your mind on day 1 of your preparation. I'm assuming you are just starting. Now again, there might be someone who has done this exercise a little bit, like say maybe 1 year. Like there might be someone who has done this for let's say last year as well, maybe a year after, before that as well. But it's okay. Start afresh. Start with like kind of bilkul start from scratch. Absolutely works. Now about my classes, I have a few rules. So I've been teaching for almost 8 years now, online, offline. If you like kind of add, it will be 2014. So this is 2025. So 11 years now. But let me just say one thing. In these 11 years, I have never been irritated by a question. So again, so if I have not been like doing that I have not done that in 11 years. So hopefully I'll not do that in the 12th year itself. So again, why I'm saying this? So I want you guys. So let's say we have a 1 hour session. Let's say we have a session of 1 hour. Ask me also after this 1 hour is done. So whatever we have learned, my goal is only one. There should not be a single students who will have a doubt. Sir, ये मेरे को समझ नहीं आया. Sir, this is something that I didn't understand properly. I understood, but 50-50. It's not like crystal clear. If you are having any doubts, please feel free to ask. I'm just like a mentor to you guys. I'm just like a big brother to you guys. Okay? So feel free to ask me as many times as you want. Don't hesitate. Don't think what anybody will say, what anybody will think. I always say this is a buffet of knowledge. Okay? You will only get it if you ask. Because you see, please understand, you guys can see me. I can't see you guys. It's not an offline class. In offline, what happens? Just by looking at some faces, with experience, you get to understand that this person might not be understanding everything. You can like press them on that. But I can't see you guys. I don't know whether everybody is understanding this concept or not. So in that case, please, I need a little bit of cooperation from your end as well. So I'm giving you the liberty. Ask me if like you are asking me, I'm again explaining. It might so happen it is still not clear. You ask me once more, sir, I didn't understand still. Again, you explain. I will be more than happy to do so. Sir, so, acha, perfect for foundation course. Bhanu, it's not exactly the same. Why? Because last year and this year, there have been some changes to the syllabus as well. If you have noticed, there have been a lot of turmoil and stuff. I'm quite certain you guys, most of you guys already know about stuff, the protests and stuff, right? So again, we have done what? We have included all the topics. So whether SSC CGL will ask those topics this year or maybe next year, we don't know. Nobody knows actually, right? But again, it's always better to be safe than sorry. With that principle, I've included those topics also in the foundation batch. कि कुछ भी नहीं छोड़ेंगे. We will do from 0 to 100 everything. Meaning, whatever they ask from, we are covered. We know those things. If they ask, it's very, very good. If they don't ask, that's also very good. So again, please understand, it's your career on the line. You cannot take a chance. It's not a lottery ticket. कि लग गया तो लग गया. Right? So you cannot say this chapter, they are saying they may ask, but I'm not doing it. I'm not preparing for it. If they ask, it's bad luck. It's not like that. You have to prepare. You have to prepare with 100% focus for each and every topic, for each and every chapter. Let me say this upfront. This is very, very, very important. Okay. Yes, so Sai, it's mainly, you see, we always focus for CGL because the CGL has the most comprehensive syllabus. If you go for CGL, if you prepare for CGL, you will see CHSL, MTS, those exams gets automatically, that prepares you for those exams as well. So what's extra you need to give some mocks for those specific exam just right before the exams. When the notifications come, say CHSL notification has come out. So you give some CHSL mocks, you solve the live mocks every week. So that is enough. That is enough, sir. Perfect, sir. Now, sir, Sohel, it will be around 3 months. It will be around. So you go to the YouTube channel, English Medium YouTube channel. I have given you an entire roadmap. Around 3 months I'll take to complete the syllabus. Then the practice courses, the booster courses, the crash courses will come. Okay. But again, the first 3 months here, you'll see me go very slow. धीरे धीरे चलेंगे. We will deep dive into each and every topic. सब कुछ धीरे धीरे सीखेंगे. And again, if I want everybody to learn the topics, to learn the things, that's the most important part. Okay. And I'll add you to the groups, the Telegram, vagera mein bhi I'll add you, so that you have any questions, any queries, please feel free to reach out. Okay. So this was the basics. This was just an introduction. I wanted to have this conversation with you guys. So first things, you disturb me, you ask me questions. That's what I want, because that's the best way to learn. That's one thing. Another, sir, we will learn each and every topic. So again, if you have any query, feel free. And if you want to know, sir, which topic, this topic, that topic, why are we doing so much in this topic, you ask me any questions. I will explain each and everything, why we are doing what we are doing. Okay. Uh, I should call you sir. What should I call you? Shabdas. Your surname is Nayak. I'm assuming. Ramesh is also. Can I call you Ramesh? Ramesh. Yeah, perfect. So Ramesh, I'm just like saying this. Every day's class notes I upload as soon as possible. Brother, what happens? Let me just say this. I sometimes have back-to-back classes. For example, today I'm taking back-to-back classes from 10 to 2. Right after this class, I have a class for this year students who are going for tier 2. So again, this class ends and I'll start the class within 1 minute. So I don't have the time to upload. So after 2, you will see me upload the notes, because I have a break after 2. So I'll upload the notes then. So as soon as possible, I'll upload the notes. Okay, brother. So within a couple of hours only at max, you will get the notes. Don't worry about that. So Sohail is saying, liberal in advanced maths after. Sir, can we, brother? There is nothing called that. That there is nothing like that. Which books to solve questions? What is crash course going there? Sohel, Sohel, don't worry. The background doesn't matter. Remember, always understand one thing: the syllabus of SSC, or for that matter, most competitive exams, it is designed in such a manner. It does not matter from whichever background you come from. You will have a strong subject. You will have a subject in which you are weak in. For my, like when I was in your shoes, when I was in like where you are sitting right now, okay, I several years back I was in your shoes only, right? I also solved mocks from Oliveboard. Back then Oliveboard didn't have a code section, so I used to solve mocks. Mocks was always, Oliveboard was best. So please let me like say one thing. I was very bad in GA. I'm saying this upfront only. GA में मैं बहुत गंदा था. Why? Because I couldn't remember. I used to study in the morning. I used to forget in the evening. That is how bad I was, right? But again, I had some strengths. Maths, reasoning, those sections. English to some extent was my strength. So please understand, you have to play on your strengths. And again, you have to work on your weakness. You have to work on the weakness as well. You cannot say, Acha, GA, I cannot do, that means leave GA. So you have to put more time in GA than the other subjects. Just for an example, for someone like me, for you, you have to put more time in maths, especially in SSC. You cannot clear the exam without maths, because it has a very big weightage, right? So again, you have to figure out a way. Again, you get in touch with me. We will to like figure something out together. कुछ ना कुछ तो मिलेगा, right? Book list will go there. We will go there. No, Seti, like I will talk to you guys about this. Chalo, let's start the class a little bit. बहुत बातचीत किया. Again, let's do a little bit of पढ़ाई. Then again, we'll come back to your questions. ठीक है? I have 3-4 questions I have seen, so I will come back to. I'll address each and every questions. Sir, so basics of numbers. Let me just say this. Sir, numbers classification, first you need to understand. So numbers can be classified in different. In, yes, everything will be covered, brother. Everything will be covered. So numbers, first things first, you can classify this in two different things. Kya kya? Sir, first is called real numbers, and the second one is called the imaginary number. Okay. Now, imaginary number is not part of our syllabus. Imaginary number, though, for those who are from a science background, they will say, sir, anything square root of -1. Till class 10th, we have been told, sir, there is no negative square root that is possible. In 11th, somebody, the maths teacher, suddenly told us, nahi, that's possible. But those are not real. Those are called imaginary numbers. It is written as small I or iota. This is a Greek letter called iota. Okay. But again, imaginary numbers are not part of our syllabus. You don't need to do anything. कुछ नहीं चाहिए उसमें. Yes, iota. Perfect. So I need to deal with real numbers. We all need to deal with real numbers. So real numbers, again, you have classifications. Real number can further be classified as what? Sir, one is rational number and the other one is the irrational number. Now, again, this is from where our actual journey starts. Sir, the first thing, sir, what is a rational number? Anyone? Sir, rational number kya hota hai? What is a rational number? What exactly is a rational number? Now, there is a bookish definition. Sir, whatever, if you can write down a number in this form, P by Q, where P and Q both are integers and Q not equal to 0, sir, that is called a rational number. But sir, for most of you, this is a very difficult definition. It's very important, like it's very illegible. It's not really practical, right? So what is the practical definition? Practical definition, let me just give you. Sir, if you can write down some number in this format, something divided by something, and both the somethings are integers. Okay? Yes, your name is Saravanan, right? Sharavan. Chalo. Again, if I'm pronouncing the names wrong, please forgive me. Again, I'm a Bengali guy. So again, I also like my names are also pronounced wrong. Today in the morning itself, somebody called me ma'am because my name ends in A. 10 baje only. Acha. Something divided by something. Only thing, these somethings must be integers. That's all. If any number you can write like this, something by something, that's a rational number. So now, then you will ask, sir, what is an irrational number? You will ask, yes, Birag, absolutely. So what is irrational? There is a the best definition. Sir, the numbers which cannot be written as something by something, which cannot be written as something by something. But now, again, there are certain things that you need to understand. There are certain things that you need to understand. Sir, what are those things? चलो समझते हैं सर, थोड़ा समझते हैं सर. सर, irrational numbers क्या होगा? Sir, if you have, there are actually, you will find two types of numbers which are generally irrational. Sir, first things first, surds. What are surds? Surds means, sir, root 3, root 2, root 5. You see these values, and you can go on like this. These values, if you try to figure out, sir, let's say if I'm trying to figure out the value of root 2, it will go like this 1.414 and it will continue. If I write root 3, it will be 1.732 and it will go like this. So there is no end to these numbers. There is no end to these numbers, but again, here there is a catch. Not every number that does not have an end is called an irrational number. It can be rational as well. Please understand. There is a number, let's say, for example, 3.33333. So this is not an irrational number. Please understand, this is rational. This we'll learn in the fraction decimal part, which we'll do in the next day. You see, this is part of this class, but again, there will be more than one class. Don't worry. Okay. So this is part of rational number itself. Sir, why is that? And why is these numbers part of irrational? Why this number is part of rational? Let's understand this very well. Let's understand this very, very well. Let us understand this very, very important thing. Sir, it is part of rational and it is part of irrational because, sir, once you go there, na, root 2 and root 3 stuff, once you go there, so these numbers are not matching. These numbers are not repeating. These numbers are not repeating. You see, whereas these numbers are repeating. So these are all decimal numbers. These are all decimals. These are called non-terminating, non-repeating decimals. And these are called non-terminating, repeating decimals. NTRD and NTNRD. Non-terminating, meaning it is not ending. Terminating means ending. Non-repeating decimals. If it is non-terminating, repeating, that means it's a rational number. Non-terminating, non-repeating, that means it's an irrational number. Is this clear? Is this clear? Is this absolutely clear? Yashwant, clear hai, sir? Everyone? Let's see. Let's see. Now, the question. Everybody has asked one. Now, I'm asking you. Tell me, pi is rational or irrational? Pi is a rational number or pi is an irrational number, sir? Let's see. Tell me, rational or irrational? I'm getting so many irrational. Okay. Perfect. Sir, finally somebody told me rational. यशवंत ने rational बोला, रमेश ने rational. Okay, अच्छा. So only two rationals, and everybody else, at least 30 rationals I've got. Okay. Acha, let's see. Let's see. Everybody has this misconception, 99% of the people. And it's very unfortunate actually. Why? Why unfortunate? Let me say, because pi is something that was discovered in India. At least as Indians, we should know. So this 22/7 जो लिखते हैं ना हम, the value of pi, we take it generally as 22/7. It's never the value of pi. You will say, sir, ये क्या बोल रहे हो, sir? What are you saying? It is never the actual value of pi. Learn this. This is what learning means. This is called the most convenient value of pi. Array, spelling wrong. This is the most convenient value of pi. For that, so again, what is pi then? Pi kya hai, sir? So let's understand the definition. And you see, you know the definition. Each of us know the definition. How this definition comes? Sir, any perimeter of a circle is 2 into pi into r. So from there, can I write pi is s divided by 2r, or s divided by 2r twice of radius is called diameter, no sir? So pi means, so pi is defined as perimeter of any circle, perimeter of any circle by its diameter. This is the actual definition of pi. For any circle, this happens. Now tell me, pi is rational or irrational? Now tell me, pi is rational or irrational? देख के बताओ sir. Now tell me what it seems. Pi is a rational number or pi is an irrational number? Now, tell me. Tell me, sir. Tell me, sir. Tell me, sir. Sir, pi is always a rational number, sir. Why? Sir, you see, something, this something is perimeter, cannot be 0, and this is, sir, something. Sir, again, sir, this is something, cannot be 0. It's not pi equal to pi, I'm defining pi. And this is how that first definition of pi comes. This is how the definition of pi comes. You are getting my point, everyone? Nahi, Rao. This is not how it works. This is the definition of pi. Now you please understand, like how the, like you know the history of pi, how pi actually comes, how pi was discovered. You see, back in the day, na. Yeah, definitely, Ankita. Ankita, more than once I'll explain. Don't worry. I'm giving you a story. You see, that way you will remember it better. Back in the day, how pi was discovered. Back in the day, we didn't have. एक second. Yeah. Back in the day, you see, that we didn't have. Nowadays we have science, commerce, arts, right? Back in the day, so I'm talking about say thousands of years back, when pi was discovered, we didn't have that type of segregations. This is a student of like say arts, student of commerce, student of science. So anybody can do literally anything. So, and those Maharajas, the courtiers, the courts, you know, the courtiers of Maharajas. So nowadays we make rangolis. Diwali is coming, so like we all make rangolis. So you see, so in those courtiers, the rangolis used to be made. Now tell me, in a rangoli, what is the most common structure, geometrical structure you see? In any rangoli, what is the most common geometrical structure that you see? No, Sagar, I'm telling you. Then you'll understand better. That is why I'm just telling you the story. It's hands down, it's circle. The most common structure in any rangoli is circles, right? So now a person who is making a rangoli, that person observe this. That person observe this. Sir, if I take a circle like this, or if I take a circle like this, or if I take a circle like this, or if I take a circle like this. So four different sizes, sir. It's not sphere. Sphere is a 3D diagram. 3D nahi hota na. So because the floor is always a 2D structure, we cannot make a 3D diagram on it. It's a 2D circle. So please understand. So he like did what he understood, or who he kind of figured out. Sir, all these circles of different sizes, they have one thing in common. If you take a thread and measure the perimeter, if you take a thread and measure the perimeter of this particular circle, and you take the same thread and measure the diameter of the circle. Similarly, if you did the same thing for this same circle, this is the smallest circle. Similarly, if you do the same thing for the largest circle, that perimeter by diameter ratio is always constant. You are getting my point? Irrespective of the size of the circle. It doesn't matter. It does not matter whether it's a large circle or a small circle or a medium sized circle. The perimeter of that circle divided by its diameter, that is always a constant value. And again, please understand, Sagar, you were saying, sir, this perimeter will use 2 pi r. No, that's not like it. They will use a thread to measure it or some measurement tool. Usually, back then, a thread was used. So if you use that thing, so you will always say this particular this S by D, it is always a constant, always. And that constant later on got named as pi. वही कांस्टेंट को बाद में पाई नाम दिया गया था. Is this clear, sir? This is the history of pi. Please understand. So pi came after this circle. Circle came first, then pi came. Because these structures are there in nature. Mathematics comes much later. So pi came much later on. Circle was there for like from the day the earth was born. Yes, clear now. Clear now. So this is how pi was born. And this is the reason pi, you will always say, sir, something by something, it's a rational number. Perfect. Perfect, sir. देखो, always remember, maths को ऐसे पढ़ो. Always learn maths in this fashion. What will happen? You will generate interest. Maths पढ़ने में boring नहीं लगेगा. That's the most important thing. Most important thing. Yeah. So Joseph, yes, in case of like pi or in case of circle, this perimeter is called circumference. That's all. Okay. So if you like want to, please understand, if you want to clear SSC, first things first, you have to be very good in maths. And the best way to become very good in maths is always to fall in love with maths. If you can do so, you like be assured of this. Like at the end, maths automatic ho jayega, sir. Maths is not a subject for which you have to kind of give like effort. It's not like GKGS. GKGS takes little different type of approach. Maths take different type of approach. Sagar, never in higher maths it's considered irrational, brother. In higher maths also, pi is always considered rational. Pi is always considered rational, brother. Okay. Now, three types of number sets, 4 types we have to learn that comes under rational. You see, we have done this. Sorry. Okay. We have done this, sir. Rational, irrational. Now rational can be categorized. This rational categorization, I'm just writing it over here. कैसे लिखेंगे sir? Rational categorization. So I need few things. Sir, first is natural numbers. Then I'll need whole numbers. Then I'll need integers. Sir, there are a lot of ways to remember, and everybody I've seen every year students gets confused. So let me just get rid of the confusion for you. Okay? How? It's a number line. School wala number line, sir. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is going on till plus infinite. And towards the left, -1, -2, -3, and this is going on till minus infinite, sir. Perfect, sir. So scarce because Sohel, in number system, the classes will be more almost 20. Almost 20. एक चीज, one thing, let me say this upfront. Number system, if you ask me, is a chapter or is a topic. Like you trust me and attend all 20 classes. I can assure you, in the next 10 years, you don't need to go for number system anymore for any exam. कोई एग्जाम नहीं, कोई एग्जाम के लिए आपको नहीं. Yeah, you will need practice, that's for sure. But again, topic wise, you don't need to go for anything. I go that deep into number system, or at least I try to. But again, you have to attend the classes live. Recording देख के नहीं होगा. Let me say this upfront. Let me say this on the first day. Recording is there. Let's say you have fallen ill. Sorry, you had to go for some emergency. That's why we provide recordings. But again, if you think, sir, I'll just be out there for recordings. I'll see it and at my own pace. I don't think that's the good approach, especially for a subject like maths, because you can't ask me, na. You can't ask me. So, and that kind of loses the importance. The interest, you will lose the interest very fast there. Now, having said that, sir, natural number, how to remember? Natural numbers are the numbers which are used for counting. Now, countings may we always use only positive numbers. You see, we don't count as negative. Say -1 apple, -3 oranges. We don't use that. So we always count using positive numbers. Now, the question is, do we include 0 in natural number? Yes or no? Rao is saying 1. Jitendra, there's answer to that. मैं बता रहा हूँ भाई. Jitendra, I'm going there. So 0, the Rao and Sagar and Ankita and MI3, right? MI3. Charlie, Shravana, Jagriti, everybody is saying no. Now, again, I told you, every wise answer I need. Why no, sir? Why are you guys saying no? क्यों सर ना बोल रहे हो? बताओ. Why is the answer no? Sir, let me give you an example so that in the whole life you'll not forget. Sir, you have gone to, your mom has asked you, go to the nearby grocery store, the kirana store, and buy 3 kg of rice. You have gone there. You asked, uncle, give me 3 kg of rice. And the uncle is trying to cross sell. Uncle is trying to upsell. So everybody, everybody. So he is asking, do you need dal? Do you need dal, sir? And you are giving the answer. So what will be the normal answer? No, I don't need dal. Or somebody who thinks, sir, 0 is a natural number. That person will say what? Yes, I need 0 kg of dal. Because 0 is counting number. Please understand this. If you include 0 as natural number, that means 0 you will use for counting. So your answer in that case will be, yes, I will use 0 kg. I'll need 0 kg of dal. And you please try that with your nearby grocery store, and you will receive a flying chappal. you will receive a flying chappal there. ठीक है, ऐसे बताओगे तो. So definitely that means you cannot consider zero as natural number. Zero is not used for counting. So your natural numbers start from 1. This is natural number. Yes, Ankita, hence we cannot count zero. Yes, my last statement, Ankita has given properly. Perfect. Right? Now, next one, sir. Next one, sir. Whole number. Sir, whole number is a very good set. Whole number set is natural number. Whole number can be written as natural number plus 0. Sir, वो 0 को add कर दो, that's your whole number. So, whole number is, sir, this. Natural number, you add 0 to it, sir. And integer is, sir, everything. From minus infinite to plus infinite, everything comes down to integer. Now here, let me just say this. If you take 0 to right hand side, we can say I plus positive integers. And 0 to minus, this is called I minus. But again, these are not really used that much. In JEE mathematics, we generally use it. But mostly it is integers. That's all. That's all, sir. That's all, sir. Yeah, Sagar. And flying weighstone also we'll learn in the dishonest dealing questions. That is also part of your SSC syllabus. If the dishonest dealer using a false weight, those type of questions also we need to learn, we need to solve. Okay? Chalo. Perfect, sir. Perfect, everyone. Make sense? Make sense? So this is the basics. This is certain, like something I wanted to discuss a little bit. First class, I don't want to put too much pressure. Now what? Next. Sir, fraction decimal though will do. But before that, they are in SSC, you will get certain very basic questions. Be it CGL, CHSL, you will get some very basic questions like this, especially in tier 1. So again, let's start solving a few questions. So this is the first question right in front of us. Sir, how to solve? How to solve? So it's very simple. So I've just started with a very simple question. Two numbers ratio have been given. Now again, this has nothing to do with the theory part that we have done. Theory part was there because you need to learn that, because that will be needed in the further chapters. You will see me, I'll say prime numbers, co-prime numbers. Again, we'll talk about those things as well today only, after solving a couple of questions. You will see me use those. Natural numbers hona chahiye. This must be natural, this must be whole. So again, for that, you need to know, you need to have a very clear-cut idea. So this is natural, this is whole, this is integer, this is that, this is those. Okay. Sohel, it will be the advanced maths class. So again, like we are starting now, we always, every year I start with this. Arithmetic I start, and advanced maths I start also parallelly, sir. Because again, I told you, sir, I will complete the syllabus in 3 months. So the only way I can do that is if I go parallelly. So here I've started from number system. Na? Here I'll start from algebra, sir. Here you will see me tomorrow start from algebra. Okay. So algebra ka, there will be, the whole week will be only about algebra. Karenge, dheere dheere. Yes. You'll see me start from algebra. So again, algebra is a very big part. So it will be like, it will take a few classes, not 1 class or 2 class or even 3 class. So you will see me take more classes. Okay? Chalo, let's see. Sum of the squares is given, brother. So numbers, you can take 8x and 9x. Sorry, 9x cube. 13x, sir. So square sum is 2097. So 8x whole square plus 13x whole square. This is equal to 2097. That's given. That's the simple equation. And you see, this is what you guys need to learn. Now, I'm quite certain that most of you guys are very okay with this. This is called what? This is called the art of problem solving. Meaning, you have been given something in terms of words. So you need to very comfortable of turning this like kind of wordings into a mathematical equation. If you like, when you become very fluent in this, that day your preparation is over. That day your preparation is completely done, sir. So this is 169 and 64, sir. Sir, 169 and 64. Sir, you will add. Now again, sir, do I need to like add always like this? देखो ये सब भी सीखेंगे. We need to learn these small little things. I'll show you calculations as well. Sir, how to calculate like kind of like without really writing this. But again, I cannot show you without writing. So think in your mind, think 169 plus 64, meaning 170 plus 63. Can I say this? 170 plus 63 is 233. You see, can you guys think like this? Can you guys think like this? So I will say this is 233 x square. Is this clear, sir? Is this absolutely clear? And sir, x square will be what? Again, you'll say, sir, I have to cancel. No, use a little bit of trick. Always, again, these are the tips. Sir, be street smart. Be street smart, sir. Not everything can be taught. My job is to show you the way. Sir, 3 into what gives you 7? Also, another. It has to be something that is a square. Square means it can be 4, it can be 9, it can be 16, something like this. But again, I can surely see it is less than 10 because 233 into 10 will be 2300 something. It is less than 2300. And 3 into 9 is 27. Unit digit is 7. It is matching. I don't need to do, I can directly say it is 9. I can directly say it is 9, sir. Sir, you will say x is then 3. Now again, why not plus minus 3? Because it's positive numbers, right? Now, then the sum of the numbers. The sum of the numbers will be, sir, 21x. 21x is 3. Answer is 63. Khatam. Option number 2. Like Rao, you don't need the individual numbers. Brother, do it. X एक ही जगह पर बैठाएं. I will put x in only one place. I will put the value of x in only one place. Why should we, Kalyan, Sai, please understand, brother, why we put we count 0. Please understand. For that, now you need to understand why this whole number thing was invented. It was invented just because of that reason. Because natural numbers was not included in 0. So we need to have a set which will also include 0. That is why the concept like the of whole numbers were kind of invented. R Sethi. Repeat the last part. Yeah, Arvind, definitely, Jagriti, definitely. Sethi, have you bought only the foundation or you have gone for the super elite, brother? Super elite, brother. Have you just bought the foundation, or if you have gone for the super elite, which I always recommend because it's the difference is not very much. Then you are covered for the next 1 year or 1.5 years, depending on how much validity you have bought. So any course that will launch during that duration, you will get access to everything. Apart from that, you will get access to many other features like the super practice, which is very, very handy, honestly speaking. Reattempt mode vagera. Now, if you have only bought the foundation, yeah, Sagar, I'm going there. If you have only bought the foundation, then the next courses you won't have the access. Let me say this. Okay. So what you can do, but Oliveboard like kind of offers this thing because last year I've seen this. You can get in touch with the team. So like now, maybe later after the like just after a month or so, 2 months or whatever. Like, but again, I don't know exactly because I'm not in charge of that. You can get in touch with them. So whatever, so you have already paid for the course. So if you want to upgrade your subscription to Super Elite, so you don't need to again pay the whole thing. So whatever is the balance amount, it's a very small amount because the difference is not big. So you can only pay that much, and you can like upgrade your course, upgrade your subscription to Super Elite. That way you will, because you please understand, if you clear again, if you clear tier 1, what will happen for tier 2, brother? Tier 2 ka kya hoga? That will be a separate batch. Tier 2, again, this year's tier 2 batch is also starting today. Right after, in 5 minutes, that batch will start. After this batch, I'll go straight away go for that. You are getting my point, ना? So ये सारी चीजें हैं, ठीक है? अच्छा, just a second, just a second. Yeah. So you will have access. Yeah. Now the calculation. देखो, देखो भाई, calculation. How to do the calculation? So 233. 233 into something will be this. Now 233 into 10. It will be 2330. But it is less than 2300. So it will be less than 10. Less than 10. And x square will be that. Meaning x square will be that, means whatever number we'll get, that will be square of something. So which numbers are square of something that is less than 10? So less than 10 square of something, it can be 4 or 9. And I can very easily see 3 is the unit digit. 3 into 9, if we do, the unit digit is matching. 3 nines are 27, unit digit is 7. It is matching with 7. So I can directly say x square is 9. So what I did, I bypassed the entire calculation. And that is how you will be able to solve this question. Instead of 30 seconds, it will take to like 15-20 seconds. ऐसे questions बनाए जाते. Again, I told you now, you see in the beginning of the class, I told you, we will focus on understanding things. Shortcuts are of two ways. One is conceptual shortcut, another is formula based shortcuts. Yes, having said that, there will be a few chapters, few questions where I will also say ki 4, 5, 10 formulas are there in the entire thing. You need to remember. But again, that's the limit, 10 formulas. I'm not going to ask you to remember 200 formulas, 300 formulas. Rather, we'll use 200, 300 shortcuts. But again, all of those will be conceptual shortcuts. 200 formulas, all the like shortcuts, all those conceptual shortcuts. Formula-based shortcuts we are trying to avoid. Why? Because let me say one thing. No matter how you have practiced, when you enter the exam hall, your brain will not work. You will be zero. सब formula भूल जाओगे. Every formula you will forget. What then? I've seen students who I expect they will get 160, they end up getting 120. Why? Sir, once I enter, I sat there for half an hour, 45 minutes. The more I sat there, I get like kind of I keep on forgetting everything. That's the exact statements they give me once they come out. So that's the reason I'm saying don't go for that formula based approach. It is a very hit and miss thing. And again, you will not enjoy the subject as there. Okay? From 1 p.m. Aditya, 1 p.m. I didn't understand, brother Aditya. Class timing, it's not 1, but 12 to 1, right? It was 12 to 1. But again, let's see, just let me see. A few batches are ending, like I guess next week or something. We will sit with the the schedule. If I can move the classes a little like kind of towards the morning or towards the evening, kuch bhi kar sakte. So definitely we'll try that. But again, there are so many subjects, na? And all those other sirs or the ma'ams, the faculties, they also have other classes. I also have other classes. So it's a very difficult thing to schedule, like kind of schedule. But again, I'll give it a try. I'll definitely give it a try. Okay. Now, with that being said, today this was the first class. I will give you definitely a question to like for homework. The next day, I will ask you guys for this. So again, don't worry, this PDF will be uploaded, but again, if you want to click a picture, if you want to do anything, please feel free to do so. Feel free to do so, everyone. I will ask everyone. So this is just a question for like kind of food for thought. So just take this and I will discuss. We will have a discussion on this. Okay. But again, before I discuss, I would like everyone to at least go for this. Perfect, sir. Chal, done, I guess. Yeah, Telegram, the Telegram link I can paste, but again, I don't think. So do one thing, but again, इतना लोग करेंगे तो मैं पागल हो जाऊंगा. रुक जाओ. I'm giving you just a second. I'm giving you the link. ठीक है? If you can join, please do. And if anybody can't join, na, so उनके लिए tomorrow I'll give you the barcode as well. अच्छा इधर देंगे ही कैसे? अच्छा let's do one thing. Let us do one thing. Let us do one thing, everybody. Let me not give you any kind of codes to like today. I will give you the code directly to. अच्छा इधर से दे सकते. रुक जाओ. So I've just sent the link. I've just sent the link. So again, you please, you guys can use this. You guys can use this for joining. Again, I got a delay again for the next class. So again, thank you so much everyone for joining in. I hope you have enjoyed the session. Now, again, one small request. If you have enjoyed the session, please do. Again, this was the first class, very light class. We have only done one patient. बहुत कुछ नहीं किया honestly. Just we have understood the process because there is a very long road ahead. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. So take it easy. धीरे धीरे करेंगे. But again, always remember the last man standing will win. Always. Okay. Having said that, let's. So again, the last. Yeah, you see my name aurithro.chatterjee.000 करके देखो. I've just sent a link. It's yes. Emaswari, yes, I'll like talk about the books like tomorrow. Don't worry for the time. For the first week, you will not need any books. We will talk about that. There are certain features in our website as well, which I'll show you that will be very very good for practice. ठीक है? वो भी मैं दिखाऊंगा, कल ही दिखाऊंगा. Perfect. So again, thank you so much. Sir, where is your next class? I'll take the class in the tier 2 batch. That also, again, I'm very late for that. Okay. So again, thank you so much, everyone. I will see you guys tomorrow then. And I guess the next class, your next class will be tomorrow. And till then, please take care. And again, before you leave, please do rate the session. It helps me, and again, there is a big team that works behind the scenes to make these classes as smooth as it is. So again, I will ask everyone to rate the session, each and every session, not only of me, not only of mine, of everybody, like for that purpose. Okay. So again, having said that, thank you so much. Take care. I will see you guys tomorrow, and the journey will begin. And again, have 100% faith. Do 100% mehnat. Give your 100%. You will clear the exam this year. Okay. Having said that, thank you so much. Take care. Bye bye.